everybody, and welcome back. If you were on the channel earlier today or yesterday, wherever you are, you would have saw that I posted some non-ASMR ramble videos and vlog videos, kind of half serious, half joking, almost leaning into self-parody in a way. I got a kick out of putting those out. I found them kind of funny, but they're legitimate vlogs, so it's not a lie. Those are my thoughts of my life, but I try to take the piss out of it sometimes. I'm kind of OCD. I'm not wearing my chain right now. I took it off. I'm kind of OCD. Well, I am OCD. I actually have a diagnosis. It's pretty severe, actually. But I'm not gonna go into that. But it's actually like Howard Hughes level severe. I can't even understate it. It's actually like fucked up severe OCD. I'm on meds for it and everything, but yeah, I don't have the chain on, and I have my blue light blockers on, which kind of make me look like that, I don't know who Frodo, that actor, or is it Frodo, or is it, yeah, it's Frodo from Lord of the Rings. He was in that Sin City movie, and they had that weird serial killer with like the yellow glasses. I don't want to give off that vibe, but I'm rocking my blue light glasses anyways, even though I don't like the look of them, just because it is late and I'm trying to keep my circadian rhythm legit, because I was up late last night, like laying in bed, like not late, like partying or working or, reading or doing anything, like I was just laying in bed and I was scrolling for a little bit, but like even that, I put the phone down and I still couldn't get to sleep, and I fell asleep like 2 hours later than I usually do, and then I woke up like 5 hours earlier than I usually do. Like I woke up at like, it was something ridiculous. It was either 3 or 4 a.m. I woke up, and then I just laid in bed for another like 3 hours, and I had 4 hours of sleep last night. I laid around, and then I got it like another hour or two, but it was pretty bad. And to be honest, I probably would have been better with just the 4 hours, because when I woke up at 4 hours, I was like, I know this isn't gonna be enough. I'm gonna be, falling asleep all day. It's gonna screw me up. I don't have anything to do at like 4:30 a.m. Like, this is way too early, or whenever it was, but yeah, so I said, okay, I just gotta lay in bed and tough it out and see if I could fall asleep. So I laid in bed, I toughed it out, and then I fell asleep again, and I woke up at like 9:30 or something, like 9 or 9:30 a.m. and I felt really groggy, and it felt like this weird half-rested feeling, like you wake up like halfway through REM or something, and I was like, I should have just took the 4 hours and had like some sort of coffee or tea or something, and just got out in the sun and just sat in the sun. Well, it was still dark, but like sat in the outside or something, I don't know, but that was crazy. Yeah, and I think like a lot of what I did today, I actually have like documented on this channel. I went to a park. I made a couple videos, a couple vlog things on this channel. I uploaded a couple things yesterday. I was gonna go to IHOP and film myself and just be like whispering in like the mic and be like, hey, this is ASMR, I'm at IHOP, like and subscribe. Why haven't you subscribed yet? What are you, an asshole? And I was gonna try to make a joke out of it, but I didn't do that because I already went to a breakfast place a few hours before, and I had hash browns and an egg, or 2 eggs. I should be specific here. This is the content that matters. course. So I had two eggs and hash browns, and they gave me literally the McCain frozen bag hash browns. Like, they just, like, I don't know, they should have at least had their own potatoes, but I didn't complain, I didn't care, and they're actually really good, and I appreciated it, and it was pretty cheap. So I didn't want to go to IHOP after I already went to this breakfast place, and then just eat eggs and hash browns a second time. Ironically, I am baking baked potatoes right now, so I am going to have potatoes again. And why I was even going to attempt to do this is ChatGPT told me to, because I had bloating, and then it told me that just I should have eggs and potatoes all day, and not have any garlic or anything. So I attempted that. I actually, so far, I've achieved it. I had eggs, hash browns, and a steak, and now I'm gonna have potatoes again. So I actually achieved it. I pulled it off. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I cut out dairy today because ChatGPT told me to, and I'm some sort of. That's my main social life now is ChatGPT, which is probably concerning, but I'm going to go with it for the time being. I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow, skateboard alongside the beach, see if I can talk to somebody or get into some sort of conversations and just kind of vibe and chill and try to enjoy the sun and the nature and the lake and whatever the case may be, and go for a hike and see some creeks or whatever. But that is what it is. That's all. I was listening to some Islamic lectures or surahs or some sort of, like, I don't know exactly what it was, but that was on my algo. This new algorithm is different on this channel than my other ones, and my other ones are like rap music, and this one is like prayers. And I'm not Muslim. I have some Muslim acquaintances, and I'm interested in kind of learning about the faith. It's in my algo. I have respect for it. I'm not sure exactly where I'm at spiritually, but I am quite religious these days, and my ancestors were expelled from or exiled from the Russian Empire because they were deemed heretics. It was a brand of Christianity that disagreed with the Orthodox Church. So there wasn't really any, like, it's not just like standard like Catholic, Orthodox Protestantism. Like, my family's Christianity, it's its own thing. It's almost like, how you have like Mennonites and Quakers and Amish and like these different like niche denominations. Like, it's almost like that. So I come from that, and I'm not really a part of it. That's kind of my Christian background. And then most of the people that I'm kind of associating with through an MMA gym are all Muslim. So I'm listening to that. And it's good. It's like, God is great, and it's good for, relaxation and guidance and kind of calming and reassuring me, and that God's on my side, and that I need to get my act together. I'm not sure exactly how, but that's kind of where I'm at with all that. So it was actually a pretty good day. It was a much better day than it was yesterday. Yesterday was a train wreck, and today was pretty solid and pretty decent. But the sleep was alarmingly bad, and I'm surprised that I had a good day after a sleep like that. But I made it work. Speaking of work, I am going to call in sick on Monday because I have an injury on my wrist. I fell on it wrestling, and then I fell on it a second time skateboarding, and I have overuse kind of tendon problem with it from working through the pain. So I'm going to take Monday off. At least I should, and I really hope that I do, because sometimes I don't, and I go to work anyways, and at the same time, I could be overthinking, like, in my head, but I've already called in sick, a lot, this year. Like, it's the 4th month of the year right now. I've already called in sick like 5 or 6 times, so that's a lot, especially for me, because I usually go like 2-3 years without calling in sick, but, and it's a new middle manager too, so it's like, my old boss knows that I was solid, and like, I wouldn't do that, but this new guy, he just got there like 2 months ago, so I've already called in 5 times with the new guy, so it's not gonna make me look reliable. But I don't know, maybe God's plan is I get fired and it motivates me to start my own business or to find like an actual respectable career path, because I'm getting pretty old and I haven't really explored much or done much, to be brutally honest about myself and where I'm at. I don't even, it almost seems at this point like I go out and it seems like just everything's moving around me, and like, it's, no one stops to say hi, or, there's, I can't find like a third space or whatever, like I can't figure out like how to build like a life. It's unfortunate for me, but I'm not trying to be mopey about it. I'm saying that's kind of, I've been kind of drifting into, well, I gotta find a way to get some more hobbies, or some more hours at a job, or some sort of bigger social group. I need to latch onto something. I've kind of, when I was in my early 20s, I would just hang out with my dog, and that was kind of the time where people really experimented and kind of learned who their friends were going to be, or went to university or college or whatever, and I never went to post-secondary, and I didn't really party or experiment with like what friend group and what kind of people I wanted to surround myself with. I kind of just surrounded myself with my family and my dogs, and I was okay with that. I was really happy with the dogs, and I had a couple girlfriends. They came and went, and I didn't really think about much career path or kind of schooling or anything. It goes by fast. It went by fast for me, and trying to figure some stuff out. But it was overall a good day at the park, and I had some eggs, and I'm cooking some potatoes now. And yeah, like and subscribe. We're doing ASMR right now. But anyways, expect more vlogs from me. Regardless of what I'm doing, I'm probably gonna be posting some stuff on here, either jokingly or serious, or just nature videos, or some sort of review of something. Like, I could post reviews on here. I've done it before, but I'm not sure how many people have been to my old channel that got demonetized because of the Luigi Malgione thing, or whatever his name is. I posted like a meme about him like running from the FBI or something, and it was like playing like a joke song, and they actually took my channel down for terrorism. it kind of got me fucked up for a while because I just got monetized and I had momentum and I was going towards 10,000 subscribers, and it actually looked like it was going to be like actually like something that was real. And it kind of got like I got rug pulled pretty hard, and now I'm kind of attempting a second time. But that is what it is. I do feel like I need to do some sort of labor, aside from this, whether it's starting like a pressure washing business or trying to pick up like welding. I always come to welding as a trade, because it has the shortest amount of apprenticeship, and it has some of the highest earning potential. It's up there with electrician and plumber, but you don't have to shadow somebody as tightly, and you can be more independent quicker. And if you get your welds certified, then you can start a business quicker than the other trades as well. So it would be the fastest way for me to lock into an actual career would be to get a job at a fab shop and then try to learn how to weld either there or on my own time, and hope for the best. But the thing with that is that's like 60, 70 hour weeks, and those are real hours. Those aren't customer service hours. Those aren't put the fries in the bag hours. Those aren't, security guard hours. Those aren't janitorial hours. Those are real hours, and you can really hurt your vision and your lungs and all kinds of things, and you're sacrificing really all of your time for that. And I'm not really even like a grind set money guy, so I'm sort of fine where I'm at. I just don't have social mobility. That's the problem. But anyways, those are my unfiltered thoughts shooting from the hip right out of my brain into the microphone, oversharing to the internet. And I think it's real. So I mean, somebody would maybe find that interesting enough to fall asleep to, as we try to build an algo on here and see if this is a lotto ticket. Which, speaking of, I did buy a lottery ticket today, so that could be a literal lotto ticket. Gas is expensive now, food is expensive now. I don't want to make it seem like I'm too pathetic or destitute. I do have savings. I'm not a paycheck to paycheck guy, which is actually a success story in this economy. And I also have people that I went to high school with that are dead from fentanyl or homeless. I had a friend, I'm not going to say his name, but I see him literally stealing copper around the neighborhood. I went to high school with him, and he was the man in high school. He had an Audi when he was like 17. He had a grow operation that had like 20,000 plants in it. Like he was like a baller. Like he was selling soft, not hard, but he was a drug dealer and he was a baller, and he had, probably, over 6 figures, and he had a job welding on the pipelines as well, which is 6 figures. So he probably had $250,000 when he was like 24, and then, he really crashed out, and I think he's either schizophrenic or something now, and he has a serious drug problem. And I've had, 3 or 4 other friends that are like that came in hot, got a little bit of success, crashed out, and wound up dead, and they're not even homeless or in jail. They're actually literally dead. So I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not addicted to drugs, and I'm not dead, so I'm actually around middle pack of my peers from high school. Like, I have 2 other friends that are really successful. Like, one's a business consultant and he was a pilot for a while, and then I have another who owns his own company. But I think, like, I'm actually towards the higher achiever end of my friend group, which is probably I should have picked a better friend group. But you kind of get in where you fit in, and like I'm a high school dropout, and a lot of my friends are high school dropouts, and I see, you know, people I know sometimes that are doing really well, and sometimes they're doing terribly or they're dead, and it's just kind of, you don't know high school reunion who's going to be where or whatever. But yeah, the point of the matter is, like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm overly pathetic, because I've survived a lot, and I do have some savings, and I'm not paycheck to paycheck, but I am quite isolated, part of that male loneliness epidemic, quote, quote. I had, like, a coworker, and he was gay, and he was part of, like, the very liberal, left, and I'm not on the right. I'm kind of fiscally left and then kind of socially center, but he was kind of like, it was almost like that mean gay thing where they just kind of like are a hater to everybody and then trying to point and laugh, and like he's always making posts on Instagram about like the male loneliness epidemic is the fault of straight men, and they just need to be friendlier. Like, he's always like reposting this on Instagram and stuff, and like I've actually like reached out to him and like said, like, do you want to like kick a soccer ball around, or like do you want to hang out, and like he always ghosts me, and he always like laughs at me with it, like behind my back about it. So like he's full of shit and like cognitive dissonance or something, like some sort of, like, it's an actual legitimate hatred towards me, I think, on his end, but just in a fake friendly passive aggressive way. But yeah, anyways, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird being an adult, and it's kind of weird being a man. Yeah, so I'm cooking potatoes right now. I'm cooking potatoes right now. I'm doing ASMR. We're fucking living it, bro. We're living it. Okay. That beeped. My potatoes are done. I gotta take them out so they can cool. Otherwise, I won't be able to eat before bed. It's already getting late. So I gotta wrap this up in a minute or two. But like and subscribe. Click the notification bell. If you've been around already and you haven't subscribed, what are you, an asshole? I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, I had a pretty good day today, actually. Yeah, I can't complain really. Like, I'm alive. I'm here. You know, fuck it. We're doing ASMR. We're eating potatoes. Rest in peace to the people that didn't make it. I couldn't save you. Sometimes I've had, you know, survivor's guilt. Like, I should have, you know, been stronger, made a company and put my friends in it so they, you know, didn't have to die on fentanyl. But like, I can't control that. Like, I'm not their father. I have nothing to do with it. Like, I almost, when I was younger, was like such like a, you know, bleeding heart, like about almost like a delusional, like, messiah complex. Like, I had to help everybody and save everybody, and you really can't. But you should be nice. You should help when you can. But it's kind of weird. Like, I was always trying to think of ways to help people, and like I could barely help myself. But anyways, thanks for watching this. If this was relaxing, I don't know. I wouldn't, personally, I don't know if I'd be relaxed by this, but it's different than the other ASMR content, that's for sure, so maybe it's niche. But anyways, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna go to bed. I hope everyone's good. Stay positive, stay in school. If you're in school, stay in work if you're employed, and stay off the drugs. You know, don't gamble, like, do all that, all do the good stuff. You know, talk to your families, be nice to your mom, all that stuff. But touch grass. God is great. I love you all. God bless. Thank you for watching. 25 minutes. Peace out.